Alright, y'all, it's 8:01 and I felt like preaching. Yeah. I got a word from the Lord. I feel there's a spirit of deception in the atmosphere. And I was in the bathroom. The Lord has just been strongly in here. You know how you just feel His presence. And He's real, but you go through some things with Him. And I don't know if many of saints have gotten to a point where their heart wants to reject God. They wants to give up on God. And the feeling just saying, Lord, I know You're real. You know how you just know a person? You've been a best friend of a person for 20-something years and they make you mad and you're trying to get them out of your system. Oh, my God. You know the feeling of trying to reject someone and you know it's a bonding and that bond is not going to leave in just 2 days and 2 weeks and 2 months. You know, and in spite of, you may stay from His presence, but you still know who they are. Have you ever had that kind of best friend? Because I know sometimes when you have a true best friend, they're a best friend for life, right? Yeah, and so you have this friend, and somewhere down the line you part and you go your separate ways. And I'm not just talking about a normal separation. I'm talking about a bitter separation. Not too many of you have that one, right? And so you have this bitter separation, and you're sitting here and you're trying to think about, okay, I want to call her, but I can't. I want to talk to her, but I won't. And I got this steam in my heart, and I'm just hurting and ruined. And, you know, have you ever had that type of relationship before? I mean, I'm not talking about the kind you get back together. I'm talking about those of you that sometimes you never talk again, but you still know who they are. I mean, not know of them. You still know who they are. Now, people change. But it's something about a person who's older and you know, okay, they didn't change that much. You can almost go back to them 10 years later and say, you know what? I remember. And you still feel, I had a best friend, and this was in what was that, junior high school? And her name is Marianne. And Marianne was always like family. Next door neighbors has always been like cousins. And so I hadn't seen her in years. And I really don't need to be around her. But somewhere in my heart, when people say, who is that? I feel like somewhere in me, she's still there. Years ago, and I haven't seen her for years. And somewhere in me, there's something saying, I know Marianne. I know who she is. It seems like she's still a best friend. You just hadn't seen her. And so when you have that relationship, now we didn't leave in a negative way. But you do get to a point where you don't see them, you don't care, you're nonchalant about the whole thing, whatever, right? But you still know when someone mentions their name. You don't think about them every day, but you still know who they are. And so you have that relationship sometime with God when you go through these things. And if you had a commitment with Him and it feels or appears He's robbed you of something valuable that He promised not to, or you felt like He wasn't going to do, you know. And then something happened. Oh, my God, come on, because I'm trying to touch some of you, and I'm trying to touch myself. There's a ministry on the inside, and you feel like you rob yourself of blessings, and you don't know how it's going to end, but you still believe it. Although you don't want to believe Him, you believe it, and you don't want to believe Him. Something in you said, I can't stop. It's like there's a fight in you, and you're saying, I can't stop. And so I was sitting in the restroom. And the Lord was so strong in the room. And I've been in this mode that I know He's here. You just don't want to talk to Him, right? Yeah. Because you know, you remember those voices that you heard and say, they're not going. And then yeah. Was that? And then you have to question some things because you know it, what happened? And so you're in the bathroom and the Lord speaks. You know you want to pray because you hadn't been praying, and the Lord speaks to you. No, you want to get all crazy and tell the Lord to do whatever you want to do. And the Lord said, you know what? There's some understanding in Him. But how much understanding does He have? Oh. You know when we feel like there is no God and we know there's a God and we want to ignore Him, and He's steady saying, okay, look at her. Sometimes it seems like God curses your back off. Oh, my God. Have you been there? I want the Holy Spirit to speak right now. Because y'all want to see two lovers fight. Because I know sometimes we say some things and the Lord gets to saying, all right, because I'm about right here to tell you, I don't know who you are. Because that's not the Renee that I know. Oh, my God. Tell off on yourself, sister. But it really doesn't matter because I'm thinking about Him and I keep telling Him, you're just a ghost. Get out of my life, you ghost. Amen. You just trying to conquer me through the unknown, and you would not, because I'm who I am. I keep trying to be strong. Tell her I ain't got time for that ghost. You better go on, try to talk to me, so I'm in the bathroom, and there's something in you want to get down on your knees and pray. And as I stood there, I said, I'm not going to get on my knees, and I ain't going to pray, because I ain't got time for this religious stuff. I ain't got time. And then you still do religious things, right? You still keep yourself religiously. I was going down to the laundromat, and there was a guy on the second floor. And I just, my little precious, you know how sometimes you feel so precious? I guess when you're pure, you just feel precious. You feel like a lady, right? Because you ain't been contaminated. Have you ever felt like a lady? I felt like a lady. I walked down the stairs, and he's like, how you doing? I said, I'm fine. And he was smoking a Black and Mild. And in the past, you'd have said, that's a Black and Mild. I ain't got time. And you're looking like, that show smells good. Because Black and Milds don't have a bad smell. It's just a religion. You know, when you all caught up in the spirit gets a stench because of condemnation already in you, right? So it stink because he's got a cigar. And now that cigar looks good. He looks cool with that cigar. He has a bald head, too, and he's black. And hopefully he'll know me from Facebook. So I go on down the stairs and say, wow. I didn't stop. I ain't got on my best. You know, I ain't got that many pair of clothes, and I'm going to wash the little bit I have. I said, if I walk down here naked, because I need this third pair I got on. I'm going down there with 2 outfits. And then I get down there, and I meet another one. He's in a laundromat. Whoa. He's cute, too. Oh, I can't take that one. Not that one either. Still feeling like a lady. So I get inside of the laundromat. You know, they have those security doors where you put your room card in, and I get there, and then it don't take quarters. How embarrassing. So I'm sitting here steady trying to push my quarter, and the first one didn't work, and I had already pushed all my clothing in there. And so I put my clothing in the second one didn't work, and I'm looking around like, dang, how embarrassing, right? I'm trying to be all cute. You only got 2 pair of clothing. You feel stick in this laundromat with cares. And then you get to the third one. And I don't see all the time. I'm steady trying, finna get mad, cuss the Lord out again. The devil keep bothering you. There must be Obama, Tyler Perry. You're gonna, everybody in the book, come find out. It takes tokens. Yeah. See, they've been bothering me too long. They've been bothering me too long. And so I come back upstairs and I go take me a shower, right? Because I don't get to wash my clothes. The laundromat is closed. Well, for me, because the office is closed. You got to buy tokens from the office. Yeah, so I come back up here and the Lord get to speaking some things. And I thought about Juanita Bynum. And I go, Lord, you know, the natural person would have lost their mind. And Juanita came to me. I know, because I had to break and talk. And the conversation wasn't always, you know. Sometimes it seemed like the Lord curses your back out. And I thought about Juanita. And I said, you know, Lord, did you take Juanita's mind and force it up on the bishop? Because if you take my mind and force me up on somebody, I'm going to kill him. I'm serious. I'm that angry at the Lord. He knows how angry I am. Because I know he could have done more. I mean, I told the Lord, I said, Lord, you could have done so much more. I'm sorry. I'm so committed. You can't expect children to even want to, once they get familiar with stability. You know, you didn't give us a house. You gave us a motel. You know, you got folks stealing from us and killing around us. And we sitting up in here, you know, hoping for an end of all this so you can get settled, right? I mean, you can't help but blame your children trying to stay in something stable. And you don't even know how long that stability is because they hidden family members, whoever they may be. We know who they are. And then the Lord spoke to me, and I guess this is the whole message I came on. I said, Lord, if we just hit, and the Lord said, no, it's 6 of them. And it scared the heck out of me because the Lord has been dealing with me on the end times. And if you read the book of Revelation, it speaks about the end time, the things that would occur. And from the time I remember, it brought back to my attention when Sister Norman said, come on. Come up here. And then I thought about all the preachers behind walls that the lives are being taken. And they're angry at the Lord. The Lord showed me that. They're angry at him. Because one preacher said when I was talking to the Lord, you said no weapon formed will prosper. And this weapon that Obama is forming against the church is prosper. And so we are living in a season of anger against the Lord. And then I said, Lord, if you just take, the Lord said, no, it's 6 of them. It's 5 plus 1 Obama. Oh, my God. And you think about the number 6, and he says 6 is the number of men. You think about in Revelation 666. And I know y'all been walking with me through this Facebook. Because the Lord has taken us through the entire book of Revelation. And now we at the number of men. It's 6 of them. 5 including Obama. That makes 60. No, they're not Baptists. They're Muslims. Ooh.